Hey Jess, it's Friday. You know, for a newly crowned superhero, your powers of persuasion are pretty good because, yes, I will add a little bit of what you could expect from my album. I'll add it to the end of this video. As for what my superhero power would be, I'm not exactly sure. Do I only get to choose one? Because everyone wants to fly. I would love to do that. But also, when I see people driving around and they're driving recklessly, whether it's street racing or road rage, I would love to just be able to go zap and shut their car down. You know, come to think of it, your husband and resident law enforcement officer already has the power to do that, so I guess that's not very original. But of course, if I did it, the chances are good that the person was trying to get to the hospital because they're bleeding to death or they're having a baby, and it would be a bad idea. And speaking of superheroes the world could do without, I read an article recently, and that's right, Jess, an article. I'm not letting that one go anytime soon. I read an article on mentalfloss.com that listed 7 superheroes and their powers the world really didn't need. There's Matter Eater Lad, who in 1958 saved the universe from indestructible powers by eating them. Black Bolt, who had the power to talk really loud. Hey, my wife has that power. And in 2006, the runner-up to the Sci-Fi Channel's Who Wants to Be a Superhero was Fat Mama. She got her superpowers from eating a lot of donuts. She would then grow to 5 times her size, be able to plow through buildings to get to the bad guys and defeat them with her super burp. Even though it didn't win, it still got its own comic. And finally, the list included Superman. Why? Well, because in a moment of poor judgment in the 1940s, the writers would give him powers just to make it easier for him to get out of whatever predicament they had written him into. This is actually a flaw that I'm constantly pointing out to my wife in today's television shows. In one edition, Superman actually merged into a wall to escape from an alien prison, and then later molded his face to look like one of the aliens, and then talked them into going back home. Jess, it turns out your powers of persuasion would have worked really well back in the 1940s at DC Comics. Okay, Jess, you know I've been working on this music project, and it's been quite a while now, mostly because I don't know what I'm doing, and my voice kept going out, and because I have to do a lot of family stuff, but it's mostly the I don't know what I'm doing part. And it looks like everything is about to be done. It's getting mixed and mastered and packaged, unless something sneaks up, because, again, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I had a lot of help from a lot of talented people who did it for nothing really more than a bagel and a bottle of water, so I am very thankful to them that I'm able to do this at all. And I'm also thankful to them because the budget was really low, not because of a lack of funding, but really because I have no intention of releasing it in stores or putting it up on iTunes. It's mostly just for my parents and my wife and my kids and any friends for some reason who might be interested in having it. That being said, I did do a cover for the Hootie and the Blowfish song Hold My Hand. You can hear that at my website, linked down in the thingy, and I'm also scheduled to shoot a video for that in a couple of weeks. But in response to your request, and because I'm under the powers of your persuasion, I'll let you hear a snippet of a song that I wrote for my wife that's on the album. It also happens to be the title track. It's called Sand is Solid Ground. The demo for it was used as our first dance at our wedding. So take a listen, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on Monday.
Now I'm free to drop my guard and trust.